Yo, what's good, guys? Finally, like the video that we was waiting for, mastering the angles. So in this video, I'm gonna be discussing the angles, how to master them, and also be discussing like what most of you get wrong about like an angle, because a lot of you like they confuse angles with like what is called like futures, like they confuse it like with hooks, like they confuse it with ad concept, or like maybe just like some benefits that the product do, then they think like that's the angle. So there is a lot of what is called misunderstanding. And a lot of you, instead of trying to get like from the research to find like the angles, you're trying to look for angles around like competitors, like they look into other competitors, like they look into trends, or look into some good editing or something that's gonna make them skills. But the reality that's what's gonna allow you to skills is having like some solid angles that's gonna open like a segment of your avatar that's gonna allow you to skills. Literally that. So in this like video, I'm gonna show you exactly what you get wrong about like it's not like what you get wrong, what's not in angles, and how you confuse other things with being in angles, what is like in angles, how from the research to find the angles, and what is the importance of the angles, and how to find like which angles that you should work on directly. Then I'm gonna break down to you like a brand that's also like working with like good angle, and this can is like so big, and after like the having like I'm gonna show you also like let's start with this to see like the importance of like angles. This is it. Let's say like this is $100 million like a year brand. First, you're gonna have like I don't know, like I didn't see like a brand that scales like with one main avatars, like just like a main avatars. A lot of them like have few avatars, like even avatars, and also like a lot of SKUs. So mainly it's gonna be like this: $100 million a year. It's gonna be like Avatar 1, Avatar 2, Avatar 3, like Avatar for defense, like just Avatar 1, Avatar 2, like Avatar 1, then another SKU for another Avatar 2. Then for that avatar alone, it's going to be like stuff like this: angle 1, angle 2, angle 3. And inside like the angle is going to be ad concept 1, ad concept 4, ad concept 3, ad concept 10, 100, thousands of same angles, same in a different way of a messaging, of visualization, like images, like UGCs, VSLs, that angles for top of funnels, middle funnels, different way that we're also going to be explained later on like next videos regarding like the ad concept. But this is it. This is like $100 million, like what is called market cap. It's gonna be like avatar number 1. For the avatar number 1 to scale, you're gonna have like multiple angles, like 3, 4, 5 solids, like big angles. Under those angles, each angle is gonna have like a variation of the way that you see those angles. Not only like the styles of the ad that you're using, also the messaging. Someone's gonna be like a girl talking, someone's gonna be like a doctor, males, females. You're gonna test a lot of things, different messaging, different like emotions, which is called intensity. It's gonna be a lot of things that you're also gonna be like talking about like later on these models also. Then it's gonna be like, then you have like the other avatar 2, also like angles for the avatars, ad concepts for the avatar, then avatar 3, maybe even like a different products for that avatar 3, and this way you scale like $100 million like plus a year brand. But in the beginners, for most of you guys, I don't know what I see most of you guys right now is like maybe like 30% of you guys. That tells me there's a lot of guys like already like have like their second avatars, or they already passed like $1 million a month, which is called mark. But still, and if you're not like above like a million, you still is gonna have like one main avatar and just like a lot of angles, like 3, 4, 5 solids like angles, then a lot of ad concept variation to make like that angles hit differently, not hit differently, just gonna be interact differently with each audience, because some of them is gonna like a female, some of them is gonna like a males, some of them is gonna like what is called a UGC style, some of them gonna like a VSL, some of them is willing to watch like a 1 minute, some is gonna be like 3 minutes. So the differentiations of what it's called the ad concept that we're gonna explain a lot of another video. It's help with interacting with different segments of the avatar. The same segment that's gonna interact with that angles. Inside of it's gonna be like different people that are gonna like different styles of ads. Some of them are gonna like UGC, some of them are gonna like ads, some of them are gonna like subtitles. So a lot of variations for the same angles, and we're not gonna be counting irritations. We're gonna show you like what we're talking about exactly on the models. But yeah, so if here's we know for sure that's what's gonna be able allow us to scale these angles. We need to master the angles first. So we already mastered the avatar. We already showed you like I did like insane masterclass about like avatar research, like how to find the avatars and how to do deep dive avatar research to find everything about avatars, and why I always mention it, to become the avatar himself. That's like the jobs, like almost using like a Vinted watch that's gonna turn you to be the avatar. So no more like, oh, I need to go to documents. It's always good, but you get the ability to be your avatar. That's what's gonna do like the biggest unlock for you and allow you to create like ads that's gonna scale so big. So yeah, let's go. What's you confusing guys like to what it's called as an angles, So we don't scale by testing hook. We scale by mastering angles to find like angles. Then for those angles, we can test hooks. So the angles first, then the ad concept first. So Most people think they are testing ads. They're wrong. What we actually testing is belief. You are testing a frame of belief that your customer already has, not colors, not format, not what TikTok trends you copied this week. So this is like the issue. When you go and you're trying to copy like another script of another brand for another niche, like another colors or like some style of editing or something, it can help, but until you master the belief, either what your customers already believe in your product is gonna prove it, or something that they are willing to believe in your products, like your ads gonna do the what is called. They're gonna do the job of shifting that belief, the old belief that they have, to the new belief that they already willing to accept it, to show them the new reality, to sell them your products. So again, so we're not selling ads, we're selling either we proven belief or we shifting belief. So either approve like a belief that they already have, or some belief that was ready to shift. So every winning ad is built on one thing: I believe your customers already hold or is ready to accept. So it's not we're going against what he's gonna believe. We're gonna go something that is already he's already accepting. Then we're gonna push it like forward with like our products, or shift like it's already ready to accept. As an example, PCOS hair loss. They try a lot of the things, but nothing's worked for them. So in their belief right now, they already believe like when you just have their hair loss, they believe, oh, it's hair loss, I need to take like natural solution or something, like just try minoxidil and things gonna go okay, And then they try minoxidil, they try all of the other things, nothing's worked. So right now they believe on the old solution, it starts like to disappear. So they are in the position of shifting the belief. So right now is what you're gonna need to do to shift that belief from other solution was working to what's causing your hair loss is actually PCOS. So they are a shift that they are willing to accept. It's going to be acceptable. So you don't go against it. Never go against your avatar. Always take what like the point that he is and see like what is the easiest road to take him to the next road. In him seeing yes, he should not be skeptical, because trying to force a belief on him gonna make him skeptical and say, oh, I don't believe in that. So the switch should also be smoothly, as we're talking about. Like they already don't believe that, then you're trying to sell them some things. If what I'm talking about, like shifting the belief, as an example, if you print in millions of dollars with Meta ads, then somebody came and said Meta ads not working. I'm going to show you something better. That's a belief that you cannot accept, because we're working with Meta and we know like how much like powerful is Meta for like the top of funnels, like for me like the best for cold audience. Okay, so if somebody trying to convince me otherwise, you need to do crazy proof instead. I'm going to go against it. I'm going to be so skeptical. You don't want to do the same things for what it's called. For your audience, you want to go with something that they believe in. So this example, if you said like if you use Meta and you use it like for cold audience and you're running only like on low like break even hours or like even slightly profitable, or like if just like slightly profitable or break even is like slightly unprofitable, then you push in like a model of like subscription MRR, healthy one, like white as the fucking t-shirt that I'm running. Then you can run with other channels. Then you're gonna be like profitable. You're gonna like bombard your competition because you are able to like run on a really like loss or like even slightly profitable, So this is some things I believe in, some things we see in our own eyes. And if I didn't see it with my own eyes, I know like how much like Facebook is capable of like top of funnels. So if you like, let's say like you just introduced me to that idea that you can run on Facebook's on like really break evens, like slightly profitables, then cash out on others like channels and stuff, and also like the MRR stuff. Easy for me to believe, like acceptable. The shift is acceptable. Same things for the avatars. You don't go against something that if they believe something is 100% in what you're gonna trying to sell them, something is like doesn't agree with what they already like believe. You're gonna have like a hell of jobs. You need a lot of education, a lot of social proof, a lot of experience, and a lot of testimonies from real people to make them the shifts happening. Because if I believe like they hold in it, go with it and try to see how you can shift it if it's needed to go believable with your products. Otherwise, like try to go with the belief that they're already holding. In our scenario of PCOS hair loss, they already believe, they're not like they already believe, they start to believe that's what it's called. The hair loss that they have cannot be fixed with other solutions. That's meanwhile they are a little bit skeptical of other solutions, so they are willing to accept it a new way, a new belief that their hair loss is actually not caused by what it's called the female pattern, whatever it's called, but actually by PCOS. Then that's gonna hold to them like to sweat to believe. Then we're gonna sell them the solution, So I believe your customers already hold or is ready to accept. Let that sink in. Let it, like I already explained right now, but let it go deep inside of you. When you see your ads, is it actually go with what my customers telling me from the survey, from the calls, from the data that you have, from the documents of the research that I showed you? Is it go with their belief, or we go against something that they believe in? It doesn't seem like logical to them. It doesn't seem like truthful to them. So this keeps and say, this is BS. When you finally hit a winner, it's not because your edit was better. Maybe it's helped, but it's not like the reality. What's gonna? It's because the angle you hit clicked with the belief they were already holding. And suddenly your products feel obvious. So you go with an angles that's like you go with and believe that's already holding. You push on it like a little bit of emotions. Depends on what it's called, like the intensity of the emotion that specific avatars need. Depends on like their persona and stuff. We're gonna also explain that on this masterclass of creatives. Then later on, it's gonna be like, oh, it's obvious I need the supplement that's gonna fix my PCOS, insulin resistant, DHT, inflammation that's my head, so I can have like the hair loss, my hair regrows back again. Not like using minoxidil. Minoxidil is not for me because what's going on is inside. Like that's an example for PCOS. Here's what most brands are doing wrong, or like most people's like, oh, like just starting, like that listening to BS advice, chasing viral hooks, testing format, not psychology. Chasing viral hooks, they also doing is like some crazy like hooks. Stop right now. Don't scroll. They should just don't do it. Like just don't do it. Rewarding competitors ads, not rewarding, like rewarding. Sorry for my saying. So like they go to a script of an ad that's working great, then they give it to ChatGPT. Oh, can you make it for my own brand, for my products? Here's the document. Doesn't work because that angle's working for other people's, doesn't seem gonna work for you. Because the angle that's gonna work for you is already sitting on the golden line that you already have on those documents of research, and then that's what I'm gonna show you how we can like mine them. Make everything look clean, but say nothing. A lot of ads like that, like the high production ads that we say, like ads on iPhone that's like recorded by your mom, like somebody that's old, that's have the issue, and explain the situation with like minimum transcription, like scripts so good that doesn't seem like he is acting on it. That's what's work, not like the high production ad, because a lot of high production ad just like, what's it called? It's just like looking cool. Looking cool doesn't mean selling, What we will fix in this masterclass, we're gonna fix like the shift that's gonna get you from 100K a month to 100K days. I don't know why I put 100K a month. A lot of you like way above that shit, like $1 million a month, 200K days, so like 3 million a month. This session is about unlocking angles, how to shape belief, how to trigger emotion, how to enter the conversation already happening in our customers or our avatar mind. So this is like what's like you should look to an angles as what is called some shifting of the belief. That's like as how it should be, like shifting on the belief, not like cool, not the editing, not the viral hoax. Sorry. Oh shit, I almost chucked on my breath. So what was it saying? Like, so you're not gonna be like to make it simple, you're not gonna be looking to mimic others. You're not gonna be looking to what other brands doing, let's mimic it. Not at all, Everything you should be doing is like what you're calling quality, intent, or whatever should be based on the document of the research. You're holding golden mind angles that's already gonna go aligned with the belief, or for a belief that's ready to be shifted for your avatar that's gonna allow you to skills. That's what's the real secrets to scale to 100K a day plus, and not the fucking trendy or like the virals, or you go to Twitter and you see this guy saying, oh, use this format, you use this. Trust me, it's not that thing. It's the angles, is the belief, is the document that you have, and utilizing those documents of research in your ads. So right now I'm going to talk about some confusion that you have, guys, that you think that's an angles, what it's not. Examples. Wait, don't scroll. That's a hook, not an angles. This shampoo made hair grow back fast. This is a claim. This doctor approved lab test. That's credibility, like social proof of credibility or like authority figures. Our formula use all natural ingredients. That's futures. This ad worked for my competitors, so we copy it. That's a template. We hired an influencer to tell the story. That's an ad concept. Buy now 20% off. That's an offer. None of this are angles. This shampoo made my hair grow back fast. This is claim. That's a hook. Don't scroll. Like this is like the best way to fix this. Most of the time, there's hooks and angles. This is a doctor's approved and lab tested. Most of the times, because sometimes can be an angles for like way deeper, like audience, like what's it called? People's already approve of the products. They already knows like products aware. They already know the products, but they are skeptical about the other products not doctor approved. So your angle is gonna be like doctor approved products. That's an angles. But if you have an audience, what is called that's like solution aware, like problems aware or unaware, doctor approved. In the beginners and angle doesn't mean nothing. It's just like what is called an authority figure, a social. We can say a social proof. We can say like not a claim. We can say like authority figures approval that's gonna remove like skepticism. So it's not gonna be used as an angle. Our formula use all natural ingredients. Again, if you have like problems aware or solution aware or unaware, that's not a fucking angle. Because of why? Because if we have a product again for people's products aware. They know the exact product that they want, but all the other supplements use some other chemicals that they're not okay with. Then you use like, oh, we have this, but all natural ingredient. That's gonna be angles. Your angles at that point, like for products, are gonna be like, oh, our ingredients are safe, or naturals, This either work for my computer, so like you see other computer script or wherever you copy it, that's a template. That's not like an angles. Influencers, image, all of that's not angles. That's just like the way you've seen it in as concept. Buy now 20% off is an offer, not an angles. It can be like an angles some way if you literally like most aware like bottom funnels ads. You can use it like angles 20% off, bundles, which is called BOGO. What else like? Whatever, you know, this is gonna be like can be like what is called angles. But for most of you guys that's running unaware, problems aware, solution aware, because that's like where it's a huge term. This has nothing to do with angles. So the definition of angles, and angles is the belief shifting idea your entire ads is built around. So what shifting or like improving of like a belief that your entire ads is on, you know, something they already believe in, then we not reinforce it, then we show them how we're gonna fix the issue that they have. Or a shifting that they're going to be shift, and that's going to be the angles ideas, you know. So it's not what your ad says; it's that belief. So it's not just what your ad says; it's the belief it activates in the viewers. And angles is the story you are telling about your problem, why it's happening, why other solution fails, and why your products make sense now. If your ad is built, what is my English? If your ad, wait. I don't know what's happening to my English. If your ad is a building, the angles is the foundation. If it's off, everything else collapses, no matter how good your hook, script, or creative editing, no matter. You know, you can have like the best creatives like editor, you know, like you can have the best editors, you can have best graphic designers for statics image ads. If your angles is not hitting a belief, doesn't matter. It's like the cool, the colors, like the speed. You can have like the most crazy talented like UGC content creators on the earth. Without like an angles that's aligned with your avatars, none of them matter. So formula angles is called core emotion plus core problem desire plus unique framing. Example PCOS hair loss. Let's take this as a line. These supplements help with hormonal balance. That's not an angles, that's a claim. Now here's the angle behind a great ad. It's not your fault your hair loss is your body's response to years of hormonal resistance. So here what we took. We took like the feelings like remembers our avatars. I don't know if you remember or not, like PCOS hair loss curse. The feeling that they are helplessness, frustrations, nothing can work, and the feeling is like broken. They are broken. So here's it's not your fault. Your hair loss, your core emotion, it's not your fault. Give them some relief. It's not like you. Something's inside. You know, we're creating what is called the evil or like the devils or like the enemy of the story. It's not your fault. Your hair loss is your body response to years of hormonal resistance. They already diagnosed with PCOS, so when they're gonna hear all hormonal resistance, they're gonna understand something's going on with PCOS. Then you start from that developing like the whole ad concept. So the angle is gonna be like the hormonals, like how they hormones and how this is not your fault. This is an angle, is create empathy, shift blame of the customers and reframe the solution, you know? So the solution gonna be right now is almost obvious. Okay, if the issues is my hormonals, then we're gonna explain how it's hormonals. Then if you're gonna give them like a supplement that's gonna fix their hormonals, boom, we already expect that's like on the masterclass. So from research to angles, okay. Yeah, from research to angles, the unlock, I don't know like how I type this. This doesn't make any sense. From what is the fucking unlock? I don't know, from research to angles, so like from market research, let me pause it. Here we go, from market research to angles. What I mean about that, market research is the documents, like the insane amount of documents, gonna be like 4 I think, or 5, like 4 documents, plus like what is called the roadmap of what it's called, of the sheet, you know? From market research to angles, you already did the hard part. Like the hard part, I mean about it, like the daily or like all the time that you spent on what it's called on creating like those documents, you spending times super focused, no distractions, doing your market research you explained. Like that's why I'm telling you already did the hard part, you dug through your market raw throughs. Now you are selling. Okay, now you're selling golden mine, but here is the mistake 9% of you make at this stage. They take all that research and throw it away the second they start thinking about the ad. They start chasing hooks, they swipe competitors' ad, they get creatives. I don't know like how many times like I did a call with somebody, in his document, in what you find in his even the survey that's like the most accurate data that you can get, nothing to do what he's putting in his ads. Then when I discussed with him like why you're running this, then he said, oh, I found this guy's talk about this in Twitter's, like this styles, like this is trendy, or our competitor doing this, we're trying to mimic them. While the real answers to creating an ad is gonna scale you super hard, and to find an angle that you're gonna based on it developing like multiple ad concepts is gonna allow those angles to scale you to I don't know like 3 million a month or like 2 million a month, like a million a month, or like even more, depends on how big like the angles. It's in your document. So you do all these documents, research, and boom. You take it like this, then you grab it and you put it like in la poubelle or whatever it's called, like in English, in the trash. Like it's super stupid. So truly, if you done your document research like properly, you sit on a golden mine is gonna allow you to skills, and to find like angles is gonna allow you. You're gonna find angles is gonna allow you to skills. So in doing so basically what I mean about in doing so, when you put like your document in the trash, what's gonna happen? You disconnecting your ads from the actual belief systems of your audience that you already gathered from Reddit, from groups, from all the research that you did. So most of you start hunting for some secret outside of that you already uncovered, and that's the secret. The secret that you're looking for to scales is already sitting on your documents. It's not somewhere else. While the real gold mine, the secret that can take you to 100k days plus, is already in those documents. Not in random trends, not in someone's channels. And absolutely not in somebody like Twitter that's gonna show you, oh, this is the exact format that you should be running right now. Because that moment that's gonna happen, you're gonna get like an angle, you're gonna get like a format that's already gonna be bombarded. Keep it simple, focus on the messaging, not that much creativity. You know, you can see a lot of ads like skins like way simple. The editing is just simple, nothing crazy, nothing flashy, and not mimicking anything else. Just like simple UGC ads. I'm gonna show you also example with good angles, in good ability like of their like testing as multiple ads concept until something's hit with that angle is gonna allow them to scale so big. So those documents, I mean about them, market research docs are your Bibles. That's where the reality is. That's where the emotional truth live. And if you use them as your north thoughts, every angle you will pull will be grounded with data, not guesswork. And that's why it will scales. So if you allow yourself to stop chasing stuff and actually do a proper market research and actually sit on those documents, actually trying to gold mine them, I'm going to show exactly how to gold mine them to find angles. You're going to be able to scale because you're going to be talking to the reality. You're not going to be talking to Fugazi, Fuguzi. You're not going to be talking about guessing. You're not going to be talking about like other people's avatars because you copy somebody's others like script or some things. You're going to be talking directly to the reality, to the messaging that's needed to be like hidden. Your avatar is going to be hit them on the gut to make them feel, oh, this is us, this is for me, and this is what I was looking for. So the golden nugget filters, once you have done your research, the temptation is to turn every insight into angle. That's how you end up with 50% mediocre ads and no clear winners. And this is a big issue that's happened. You do your research, then you find yourself a lot of golden mine, a lot of angles, a lot of things. Then you want to start, your brain is going like, what's it called? Scream mode, like run mode, like cocaine mode, like I want to do this and this and this and this and this. And that's a bad thing. So that's what I'm going to show you, like how to prioritize, like I was calling like tables, master prioritize which angles we should go with. That's going to have like the highest, what it's called, intent behind it. It's going to allow us to get like winners fast, then getting winner angles also fast, then scale them, In reality, you only need 3-5 angles to launch, and those should be surgically chosen to give you the highest probability of 100k day scales. What I mean about that? Have the whole document, a lot of data, how we're going to turn this data to like 3-5 angles. Then from those 3-5 angles, which one we're going to go with it like as a priority that's going to allow you to scale to 100k days on a surgical, like almost mathematical data. It's going to get you like quickly to the 100k days instead of guessing what you should be running. This filter, what is my English? This filter is how you find them. High emotional voltage. What I'm about that. If the code or insight wouldn't punch your avatar in the gut, is not a golden mine. You're looking for language that will stop them mid-scrolls, words that match the urgency, fear, or have the already feeling every day. Remember what I told you in the first class, what I told you in the first masterclass, I need to give them like a different thing. I need to think about it. Because when I say masterclass, all of this like masterclass, the adversarial masterclass, the first masterclass, right now the creative is going to be then VSL's masterclass, it's going to be like team masterclass, I need like backend masterclass and a lot of masterclass. So for the first masterclass, I'm going to need to give them like research, like avatar deep dive, like foundation masterclass or some things. So to not keep saying it the fast class, but let's get back to the subject, my ADHD here. So remember what I told you guys, like on the first masterclass, like the one that we talk about, like the avatar deep dives, like everything to do like with what's called the first thing that you're gonna do when you want to run a brand. Our research is about becoming the avatars. We want to become the avatars, So you don't ask that this make me feel. So you don't ask that this make me feel something. So you, why I put like you don't? So you ask that this make me feel something, as you are the avatar. Yeah. So you start asking yourself, instead of asking, is this is gonna hit my avatar? Can I ask, is this is hitting me? Because if you have like your documents, and this is again, I need to make like another video about like how you need to live your life if you wanna go like crazy numbers. Because like the only way that you can get to the level of depth of your avatar is to have like a super boring life, and especially like a life that you're gonna be doing a lot of research in the beginner, a lot of reading the document, and sitting with them alone, reading it, like no distractions. And that's gonna allow your brain to be running like full times, thinking about your avatar. When you're gonna be like full time thinking your avatar, you're gonna become the avatar. But if you have like a life full of distractions, you have your documents, you're thinking about your avatar, and at the end of the day or like the mid of the day, you're talking with your girls, you're going with the boys, you're traveling, you do all these crazy things, the brain is never gonna be like, you're never gonna get the ability to become the avatar, to truly understand everything about your avatar, until you can be like your avatars with the feeling, with the problems, everything like the feeling and the thinkings, like almost like you are them. So I just like a reminder for you guys, like how like really important to have like a boring life in the beginning, just like until you get your shit together. And that's always, you know, like the end for our job as ecom is like the exit. Until the exit, just keep pushing, guys, like seriously. So you ask, that this make me feel something as your avatar? If we will live in their pain, would this make my chest tighten? Will it, you ask, so, as your avatar. If I will live in their pain, would this make me my chest tighten? Would they feel like I just read my own diary? Ask yourself that this trigger a physical reaction for my avatar, goosebumps, heaviness in the chest, holy shit, that's me moment. Could I drop this into a hook exactly as writing and have them nod instantly in recognition? Example, I'm terrified I will be bowled by my within day, urgent, high stake, deeply persona. I want healthier hair to evoke no urgency, no emotion spike. Remember, when we were talking about, when we was doing the research, some of our avatar, not like the mainly, but some of them, like there is these things. Some huge event is happening and they are afraid they're gonna be bowled by this event. And most of them is gonna be like, we say like mermaid or something. Let me double check like the name. Oh, it's bride. I don't know like how it came with the mermaid. So yeah, a lot of them gonna become like a bride, like the wife or whatever, like she have like the wedding day, and they are afraid of being bowled. That's something that's gonna be terrifying them emotionally. That's gonna make them tight. Like the moment that you remind them of that, like, oh, like is your wedding is getting close, and hair loss is like destroying, like what is called making you like feeling bad, like you are afraid of that moment's coming and you're getting exposed and stuff like that. It's gonna make them feel something. It's gonna push them. It's gonna like cut, like it's called push to the gut. There's all times, oh, I want a healthier hair. Like you just want to restore your hairs. Or like how hair loss was destroying your confidence is not the same as describing a specific event that's gonna be happening to them. And this is based on what? On our research. So, pro tip: the more it feels like a confession your avatar will whisper to close friend, the higher the emotional voltage. Always we look into stuff that's gonna be like almost like a secret, almost like it's taken between a conversation between two friends that we were not supposed to hear. They're just like exposing themselves, because like those people, like why we can't find them on Reddit, because they're exposing themselves to almost like their group, like their community, like the hair loss community, you know, they're talking. So we're getting those as confession. Then we look into the things that have like the high voltage, like emotionally, that's gonna be pushing them emotionally. Second, clear problem solution connections. A powerful angle doesn't just echo your avatar's pain. If ties that pain directly to the root cause your products actually fix. If they can naturally connect the dots between their problems and your unique solution, it just noise them. Ask yourself, if I wear my avatar, could I draw a straight line from this pain to my product's fix? Does it fit the why what I tried before didn't work and why this will? Story they need to hear. So, you know, that's what he's talking about. Like, oh, hair loss, how, like, this is the angle is going to be like, the main angle is going to be, I'm terrified I will be bowled by more within day. Then we're going to need to fix like the other, which is called, what we call them? I forgot. I forget the name, cannot remember it. But we're going to also fix like the other issue that's going to be like to convince like a problems aware audience, you know? Why the other solution didn't work, then unique mechanism. So we always should respect the level of awareness. I already showed you like how to go with each level of awareness, what's needed. We're gonna also talk about that like more in the masterclass. So just to keep this one's focus on the angles. So should follow like a good one. So like then this one, I'm terrified it will be bowled by my within day. Then we'll link it to later on. We're gonna explain like this is just to get their attention to talking about like the within as the fear emotion angles. Then through that, we're gonna show them like why this is like the issue and how we're gonna be fixing, why your issue is specific for PCOS. Then how this supplement is gonna be worked. So in our avatar's brain, it's gonna be like easy for them to draw a line between the emotional state that they are in, the desire state that they want, and how the problems is caused by something that this actual products can fix it and gonna allow them to get like the desired outcome that they want. That's what I mean about clear problem solution connections. So If they can't naturally connect the dots between their problems and the unique solution, it's just noise to them. Does it fit the why I tried before didn't work and why this is will storing need to hear? It's not stress or shampoo, it's your hormonal flooded your scalp with DHT, direct brush to the hormonal cause rose revival mechanisms like the products we said we can name it. I wish my hair grow faster, generation, no direct tight, no hormonal fix. If your avatar is already complaining about a pain that your product solves better than anything else they have tried, you just found your leverage. And when we can get this, when you find like golden nugget avatar. So as you see, like the moment you was doing the research, because a lot of people right now is also running PCOS, and this is the effect of this masterclass. But like before, when we were doing the research, remember guys, like the first like I did the video, like we didn't find nobody running PCOS for hair loss at all. You know, the only brand was like an Indian brand or something like that. I don't remember exactly. It was like the only one. So that's what's going to give us the leverage that some pain that our audience have that nobody can fix because like nobody has given a solution. So that's going to be our leverage. 3 for the angles should be like checking the market saturation check. Even if a quote hits hard for your avatar connects to your mechanism, you need to make sure you're not just feeding them the same story they have heard from every competitors. Ask yourself, if I wear my avatar, have I already seen this frame 100 times in my feeds? Could they reframe it to speak to my reality in a way none of those ads do, the other ads that they saw do? Overuse, grow thicker hair fast. Every brand is showing this. Fresh example based on uncover gaps like that we find like on our what is called documents. Identity restoration frame. Remember how much I was talking to you like on the emotional triggers that we find is the identity loss. It feels like identity loss. Get back the hair that made you. So like you feel that, like you feel for them. Because right now maybe it's not gonna make you feel anything, but for them, the confession, the widespread that they're doing is on those thread like that we went through in Reddit and what it's called the comment sections on Facebook groups and YouTube and stuff. They're talking about like how they feel that they're losing themselves, how they feel is ugly, how they start avoiding like mirrors. They feel that what's it called? Their identity is lost. So when you get them like like this is not a hook again. This is like an angle. Get back the hair that made you by fixing their hormone storm and stealing it. So we're gonna get them the cut punch, like the emotional intensity, then the solutions like how we're gonna fix it, like the hormonal storm stealing. You're gonna be talking about like the PCOS. Desire for their old self plus unique mechanism, not just more hair. Life event urgency frame. Don't let PCOS hair loss be the headlines on your within day. Tied to high emotion, high deadline triggers moment that's in your data. You know, when I mean in your data, and the documents. Root cause revelation frame. If your hormone looks normal but your hair still fine out, here's why. Speak to the lab test confession frustration your avatar express compare really hits that. Emotional whisper frame. From crying in the shower to crying in front of the mirror for the right reason this time. You know? So remember, what you call it guess, like crying in the showers, crying in the mirrors, like crying is like a day struggle that they have on a daily basis. That's an angle that you're gonna do like in the emotions, like from going to crying in the shower to crying in the front of the mirror, but this time it's gonna be like for a different reason. That she saw how her hair grow back and recovers like a part of her identity. This still passed the market situation because they pull straight from your avatar left language, not your unique hair loss drop. They frame the promise through specific emotional context compared don't own. They bridge directly to your road survival mechanism without sounding like a future sales. Look for white space, gaps in compare messaging where you receive shows your avatar is desperate for an answer that your angles can on the conversation. What I mean here. You also when we're saying don't copy like other competitors, that doesn't mean that you're not going to be spying on them, spying on what's going on in the market on your niche. So you don't find yourselves it's going to be by accident because maybe you didn't know about it, but like you're going to go find an angles in your documents, but because you was not checking what's going on your niche, then you're going to find people's already bombarded it, you know, then you're just like late to the market, you know, so also like the angle should be fresh. So you want to see like what's your best competitors running, which angle they're running, then you find like what is an angle that they're missing. And that's going to be like your golden point. What an angle is you're going to find from your documents that fits the market saturations that I'm going to show like the score from 1 to 5. That's going to allow you to get like a fresh angles to your avatar. That's not going to feel like another thing, just like you're just hearing another brand, you know, talking the same BS, you know. After that, for the golden filter, the fourth step is scoring your angles, how to know you choose the right one. Once you pulled potential angle through the 3 filters, score each one 1 to 5. Emotional voltage, how much does this hit the avatar core emotions? Mechanism alignment, how directly did this tie to your unique fix? White space, what I mean like the gap in the market, how unique is this in the current market situations? Formula, emotional voltage, multiplied by mechanism alignment, multiplied by white space, equal the Lance score. The higher the Lance score, the higher, what is it called? The priority that we should give to that angles. Cut anything scoring under 50 of the maximum possible score. Your top 3-5 score will become your last set, you know? No, that's in here. Sorry. Let me show you. So, let me just drink water. I don't know if... yeah, let me drink water. So here we're gonna have our angle scoring tables, you know? Based on what is called the research, you find like break free from the minoxidil trap. It's not stress or shampoo, it's your hormones. Regrow the hair that made you, and the emotional weight also falls whole. Regrows without hormonal chaos. One formula are root cause. Your hormonals looks normal, but your hair cells falling out. Stop the cycle before the next big life moment, like the events like as written. Silent symptom, no one word you about. From clubs in the shower to baby hairs in the mirror. Each one's gonna have like emotions, voltage depends from 1 to 5. Like all of this like have big emotions. Break free from the next little trap. Sorry, this is. It's like 3, not 4, because almost like 2 you can put, because there is not too much emotions. It's your hormonals. This is also emotional voltage. Here's 3. I don't know why I put 5. I think I did some mistakes in here. We grow. Let me fix. Here we go. Right now, just fix what is called the emotional voltage. The emotional voltage is like how much you feel it like as a gut in like a punch in the gut, like for your avatar. And because our avatars, we're talking about some things like. From clubs in the shower to baby hair in the mirror, it's like the emotion is 5. It's not. This is not stress. It's shampoo. It's your hormones. Like 3, regrow the hair that's made you. This is like head them's emotionally high. 5. The mechanism alignment. How this is gonna be going with the mechanisms like of what's causing the problems and what's gonna be fixed. The white space. How much this is like missed. The white space on this is gonna be like 1. Sorry. 1 because everybody's using like break free from the minoxidil. So like the white space with them is like the gap on the market. It's not like a new angle, like it's not a new angles for the market. Everybody using like this as an angles of minoxidil, you know. So basically, after you do this, like just like multiple 2, 1, 5 plus 1. So, I need this to fix it. Give me a second. So here we go. We fix like their scoring. So again, to just remind you, for the emotional voltage, we put like what is called the emotional intensity. For the mechanism alignment, we score it like from 1 to 5. 1 mean it's not aligned with the mechanisms. 3 mid aligned with the mechanisms, 5 is aligned with the mechanisms. For the emotions, it's the same from 1 to 5. 1 is like no emotions, 3 mid emotions, 5 to emotional, so it's like a punch in the gut. White space is how much is this thing's used on the market. 1 is bombarded, everybody using these angles. 5 is almost like fresh, not almost like fresh, like nobody using it. 3 is like mid, 4 is like a little bit like few brands that's using it. So right now we're gonna do like this. Descending from. Then we're gonna have what is called our 3 angles. Give me a second, somebody knocking on the door. Yo, sorry. So I'm back. So after like what is called, we score this stuff. Like putting like the scores here, then we multiply it. Like here's the formula. Boom, boom, boom. Emotional voltage, X mechanism alignment plus multiple by like white space. We're gonna get like our scoring. What is it called? Lens scores. Like the scores. The highest one should be like the highest ones like on our objective to launch with to start like creating ad concepts around it. You know. So as we do it like descendant like orders, so we get like our 5 ones like this 1, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Then we're gonna put them in here. Top 3, 5 launch angles hit high scores. You grow the hair that made you. What is it like? Let me just double check this correct. Let me just fix them. 120, 180, 80, 75. Okay. So in the beginning it was like a wrong thing. So I put like this is not stress or shampoo, it's your hormones. I put a scores of 5 on the emotional voltage. So it's have like the highest score, but it was like wrong. So yeah. First we have like you grow the hair that made you. Identity restoration plus massive emotional voltage, white space inside to mechanism. So like we're gonna make it like around the PCOS. Then we're gonna tell them how we're gonna restore their like not self-confidence, gonna just restore themselves because like they see as again like just remember it. For females, hair loss is make them like feels effeminate. They feels like hair is like a part of their femininity. They feel like effeminate. So it's taken as like a piece of identity of them. So this is gonna be like a really high angle that we want to work with. From collapsing to shower to baby hair in the mirror, this is like desired outcome 1. Use the left daily pain, flip to hopefully tangibles visuals. Because remember, on what is called on the daily struggles that our avatar have, the main was showers, crying in the shower. Showers feel like hell, like the breakdowns that they have in the showers, like the aftermath of the shower, the full clumps of hair that they have on the showers like itself, you know, all of that. Third one, and the emotional white spots of false hope connect 2 years of trials, fails in your research, works well for retargeting, you know. Wait, I went through this. And the emotional whiplash of false hope connect 2 years of trials, failures in research, work well for retargeting. Why did I put like this is work well for retargeting? There's a like, yeah, there's a mistake. Where is the one that should be like work for the retargeting, like the other one? One for not this one. Stress. This one is not sensitive hormones. You grow without hormone kills. From toes, not stress shampoo. There was something that's like an angles, but it was like for retargeting. This was like regarding like natural ingredients, but I remove it. So this is wrong. Let me fix it. Sorry, guys. So yeah, and the emotional white spots of false hope breaks the try, fail, disappoints loop. High resonance for avatar burned by past fixes, like all the solution that he tries. Looking for an end to their disappointment. I think, do we write disappointment like this? Yeah, it's only like with one S, sorry. So yeah, so like we have like the first angles that grow the hair that made you. From clubs in the shower to baby hairs in the mirror. And the emotional white spots of false hope. Why this one is work is like because it's gonna like get them an angle, it's gonna show them like an end to those all the cycle that it has been going through, you know, like of like minoxidils, natural oils, rosemary oils, all the fixes that never worked with. Fillers also we're gonna double down and we push it with what is called with why this time is gonna work, you know. So this is like gonna be the angles, like the whole idea behind like the big theme of the ads. Then through that, we're gonna show like from the ads concept, we're gonna make multiple ads concepts. We're gonna around like this whole idea. We're gonna show also that's like in a masterclass specific like after that regarding like ad concepts, okay? Because a lot of things, these things can be like a little bit confusing right now between angles and ad concept. But when the next video is gonna show here is the angles, like how we take like this angles as a big theme, then we create like different what is called ad concept. That's only like the visual that's different, like the whole messaging, the whole way of saying it, the different styles you can communicate the same angles. We're gonna show you also on that masterclass, you know. So first, stop the cycle before the next life moment. This is like also like an emotionals, really good. I don't know, it's gonna be 8, but it's gonna be like go to 125. Afterwards, we fix it with the alignment with what it's called, with why this thing is gonna be fixing your issue, you know, because right now the whole big foundation of the ads of the ads gonna be around next events, you know, like stop your hair loss before it's like weddings, like if you get into like graduations, but your hair loss was making you afraid of going to your graduation, hair is like something that's gonna fix it. Like the industry has finally reveals the actual fix to your issues, so you're no more gonna be worrying about like your graduation and stuff. So all of those things gonna be like the ad concept for the main angles of like the big events moment that's gonna happen, and they are afraid of showing to it because of their hair loss. So perfect emotional plus educational combo, like especially if we add like the educational combo of like how it's what it's called. As I explained, how this is linked to the PCOS and how after you fix the PCOS, you're gonna fix the issue, and you fix the issue, you're gonna be allowed to be like going to that live event. Plus, what's with this one is create like a timer. It's create like you need this issue should be fixed right now. So you should not be waiting because like you're gonna put them in a frame time. So if you have like you're within 6 months, like next year's like in 9 months or something, you need to get in right now and try our solution. So by the time you already have like you're getting like the desired outcome that you want, looking beautiful, getting your identity back, and you're looking gorgeous, and you're within day or like in your graduation or whatever. So yeah, perfect emotional plus educational combo, shift blame, reframe problems, connect directly to mechanism. I think when I connect directly to needed to be connect directly to mechanism, and it will be 125 score. Because right now it's not connected. We're gonna need to connect it like to make it like a part of the ads, like to reveal like the objection of why this thing's gonna work this time. As an objections, that's an angle. So the angle is gonna be like the event itself. Let me just put a cycle to explain to you. So angle what is it? Next back to life event and hair loss. Under these angles, should we also tackle the idea of PCOS? That's there. Hair loss plus plus unique mechanism solution, then they reveal the product. So PCUS, that's causing their hair loss, and this time it's not going to be the angle. It's not going to be like the main theme of the ad. Main theme of the ads, like the main angles around around that's going to be like next big life moments, you know. In Android, we're going to need to still handle the objection of why this time going to be perfect. For some audience, also depends on the level of awareness you're going to need to tackle it. Some of them is not, you know. Some of them already know to PCOS. You can go directly like, here's the supplement, it's going to help. What is it called? Stop insulin that's caused by PCOS. Then also like DHT that's caused like by the insulin resistance that's keep making like your body creates more DHT. Then like you don't need it. Like you can go directly to solutions without explaining the root cause. But I think this right now is clear. You know, like what is the angles? Then what is like what it's called a part of the ad, something that's going to be added to the ad. So the angles you're going to look at it to the main thing, the main theme, what this ad's going to be about. Everything else is just like handling the objections, social proof stuff. It's just like powerful like breaks of what it's called of the ad. Is going to make it like also helps like the conversion, reveals like the other objections, skepticism that they're going to be around like that ad or that specific angles. So the angles is like the whole what it's called idea, the frame that should be like the ad surround, like the whole idea. Then breaks on it like social proof. Like for each audience, like problems aware, here's what you need to do, solution aware, here's what you need to do, products aware, here's what you should be handles. They already like thinking about other stuff, gonna be like I don't know, like the prices, naturals, ingredient stuff, like other claims, showing like a doctor explain it, that's using authority figure, that's not an angles, you know. So a lot of things like that, you know. And it's gonna be more clear as like once you go like to the next video, like the ad concept is gonna be way clearer. It's like what is the difference between angles? It's not like even that. Like I already have what is this? For the next video, we're gonna be breaking like this. PitLab Cup, we already break like some of their ads, how they take like angles and how they create like multiple ads concepts around that angles. Then from that, they create another avatars that allows them like to scale back. This is like for the next video before we go like to the ads concept. But right now, yeah, we have the other the finals angles like is not stress or shampoo, it's your hormones. Urgency drive-in taps into high stakes event. I confused them. So perfect emotional. Okay, this one is not here. This one, let me fix it. So yeah, it's like urgency drive-in taps into high stakes event like wedding, graduation, reunion, and links them to stop hormonal shedding before it's worsened. Natural countdowns make them action feel immediate. Like as I explained to you, like this one is like just create like the time frame, you know, like 6 months, 9 months, you're gonna have like your wedding, your graduations, your reunions, whatever is like your event, you traveling, meeting with your boyfriends, whatever for them. That's gonna make them feel all the urgency of fixing it, plus gonna have like a high emotional voltage, is gonna punch them. This is linked with what it's called educationals, like not educationals, explaining, link it plus calls matrix 205 score. Last one is not stress, it's shampoo, perfect plus emotion, perfect emotional. I don't know what it puts. It's not stress or shampoo, it's your hormones. Shifts blame, reframe problems. Yeah, shift blame. Reframe problems, connect directly to the mechanism. Yeah, that's it. And that's why it's low score. Can need to matrix. So why this one? Avatar language, not like why we select like this top, which is called angles. We use them as a winner. First, like we get them from the document. Avatar language, natural language, directly tied to root survival mechanisms, our products like the supplement that we're trying to create. White space, they're not like something that's already been used. High voltage, huge emotions, like intensity of emotions. We're gonna show you also like on the masterclass like how we play with the emotions. What it's called, like I forget the word exactly, like velocity. Let me check. Yeah, how we play with the emotional balance, not this exact graph, I don't have like the exact graph right next to me, but how we also play like with the emotional balance. That we're gonna show like that the same angles, how we can play it with like saying it like on a high intense, low intense, like serious ones, calm one, to make it like a different way that's gonna resonate with each persona, like segment of our avatar. But yeah, like as explained for the angles, basically I want you to look to the angles right now as the foundations, like the whole idea around the ads. Other things on the ad is going to be called ad concepts, like how it's built the ad. So like you have the angles. You can use like try Atria. Like I don't have like any affiliate code or anything with them, but like it's a good what is called spy tools. You can say like it's spy tools. There's also show you how to break the angles, but also like their breaking of angles is a little bit bad. But you can use what like the features of headlines. You go to Atria, then you go to the headline. Then on this headline, you're gonna find this code. Let me see if I have like an Atria account in here. So yeah, here we go. Like you're gonna go to try Atria or something. So I'm gonna put the link. I don't have like any. I'm just gonna put the link directly like .com. I don't have like an affiliate. Then you click on the headline. Oh my internet! Just to see like guys how bad the internet in here. Oh, this is the only headline that they're on it. What the fuck? Can't be. Learn the benefit of female focus beef burger. So just from this, then you're gonna put like longest runner. On the longest runner on the other way. Then you're gonna have learn the benefit. So this is like use also I think it's like they using like main angles like focusing food.
And this is what happens to your body when you eat beef organs for 30 days.
After 24 hours, you feel a clean, iron-powered boost.
Emily was trying on wedding dresses in a size 14. Then she started taking Primal Queen 3 weeks later. And 4 months after that.
So you can see like from here, you're going to start looking to what angle they're running. Here you're going to have like a similar angle to the what that we talk about like in PCOS. The wedding date, like this one for the wedding. And you see if they're running. Oh, my instrument just sucks. So.
My wife wants me to tell you.
Oh shit, my internet. Yeah, I should not make this things longer just to see like how bad the internet is. But what I was going to say, normally you go to a headline, then you based on the headline you can start finding some angles. You know, don't go like to the ad angles because most of them is like the shit on Atria. You can directly like go to the headlines, then the headlines you see like which one the headline that they're running the most. Then based on the headline, you're gonna find like what they focus on creatine, they taste like candy. So the here's like the angles probably like we're gonna click on here like your ads. So it's like they're running. So one of the angles is gonna be like the taste of what it's called like their things, you know, like because this is like more for you can say like an audience that's solution aware, like products aware, almost like creatines. Everybody know like creatine, so like specifically like I already know most of the brands. So they're playing with the angles of like tasting, the taste angles, you know. So the whole idea is like you look into other brands like similar to your niche, then you see like which angle they're running. You look into your own ad library, like ad accounts, you see like which angles you're running based on that. Then you see which type of angles that you're running, how you can create like multiple ad concepts based on the next video that you have. So in here, like as explained on this video, right now your job to master the angles, to understand what is the angles, to be able to identify your ads right now, because some of you just like running multiple ads based on like maybe you have like different creative strategies, more than one, each one running in some things. And here was like chaotic, you know, so you don't have like a main things. But in this way, the moment you find like good angles that we're gonna show also like after creating the ad concept and stuff, how we taste them, how we validate them, see if it's a good angle that we need to push with, or it's a good like in the wrong data, like we had like false, because sometimes like you do bad research, and as we say, like the most important things from the beginners is the first masterclass. The first masterclass is the whole foundation of your research that's gonna get you the ability to have like really good data that's proven. You know, it's not like you did it half sleep, distracted, getting wrong information in, and you fold your documents with BS. If you get like good pure research, like pure on focus, pure on no distractions, pure on like literally lucky man, you're gonna have golden mind that you're gonna from that create like good angles that are gonna give you like the ability to scale like quickly, because you're gonna be getting like ads based on stuff from the reality of your audience. Later on, you're gonna be doing like survey. Then from the survey, you're gonna also get like better angles and better understanding of your avatar. Then you're gonna be running. So the whole idea of scaling brands, as explained before, is this: avatar. You find the avatar. You find the angles. Angles like you test like few angles in the beginners, like 3 angles like at the same time, like 1-2 angles at the same time to prove them, like with multiple like ad concept. You see which one is working, you validate it, you push like multiple ad concept with it, you scale it, you look into the second angles, you test out another angles, you find another angles working, more ad concept for this one, you keep testing, like for the angle 1, you keep testing also for the angle 2, you keep scaling them, you see yourselves like your hands like a big time or something, you start already doing like a milli, 2 millis. Your ability to get like a new avatar because you have the time, you get like a new avatar, you delegate a team to it, angles, boom, boom, boom. See the opportunity if you can do like what it's called, development, like a new products, better one, like new SKU for a problem that you find that's gonna go in the niche of your brand. Boom, you create a new SKU, new avatar that's gonna need like that SKU, angles as concept, then boom. In the next video, to not make this one's like longer because it's already 1 hour, we're gonna be breaking this one to understand like way better. It's like a live example of the angles and how they run multiple angles with different ads concept. Also like how they add a new SKU to test like what's it called, not to test, to scale more, like a new SKU for a different avatar to scale more and with the same brand, same niche of pet caring. So see you, and sorry for the delay, but like as you can see, like I was cooking, I was creating things, and I want to create like really crazy masterclass. So you're gonna see it like at the end of this masterclass is gonna be like insane, like anything is gonna need to be like creation ads is gonna really scale you, understand like the whole idea behind the ads. Like you're gonna like directly like what's it called, upgrade to be a CMO in your brand, and that's it, So love you guys, and ciao ciao.